Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. We're going to do a quick update in regards to Nancy. What's being talked about? I saw something that was very interesting that I hadn't seen. But just give me a few minutes to do my disclaimer, and then we're going to get into what's being talked about. Very interesting last night, what I saw. Very interesting. But like the videos, you guys come in. Let me go ahead and do my disclaimer. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry, good afternoon. Yes, it is. I'm tripping. Normally, I do my videos in the morning, but today I had a busy morning, so I did what I could to come on live when I could. But let me go ahead and do my disclaimer real quick. And I'm going to show y'all something that's interesting that I didn't hear or see up until yesterday. So stay tuned with me. Just give me a few seconds to do my disclaimer, though. I got to get it in. Very interesting. All comments are allegedly. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Thanks for being here, everyone. If you're just now seeing that, it basically states in here, chilling 911 caller reports seeing a woman hanging out of a car window screaming the night of Nancy Guthrie's abduction. Did y'all know that? I did not. Did y'all know that? I did not. And I'm surprised we're just now hearing this. We're almost 4 weeks in. Someone called and said there was a person hanging out of the vehicle. So the question is, did they follow that vehicle until the police came? How do you leave a vehicle knowing somebody's screaming for help? I think last night I was in such shock. Covering this case, I think this is the first time I've been in shock about something. If you see something, you got to say something and you got to stay within that car. And at some point, the police will find you. They will follow you. They will help you. They will guide you. I kind of would have had to follow that car at a distance because you got to be safe too, because you don't want something happening with you. But at some point, you got to follow that until they catch up to you. Oh my goodness. To find out somebody might have seen something that night of someone alleged. This is alleged. This is coming from Radar Online. I'm just saying this is coming from Radar Online. This is not coming from me. But to find out that somebody was allegedly hanging out of a vehicle, and she did call. At least she did call 911. But allegedly they couldn't find it. Now my antennas are going up. Because if the person called 911, they should have been able to track where that car was when she called, telling where the traffic spots were, and they should have been able to pick up that video in regards to where that was. Now that's even scarier, that they should have been able to constantly follow that vehicle with all the technology we got. With all the technology we got, somebody should have been able to follow that vehicle in regards to trying to find Nancy. I'm just saying, y'all. Okay, let me finish doing what I got to do on the side. You agree? Let me know in the comments. Is this the first time y'all seeing this? Press 1. If this is the first time you're seeing this, press 1. Let me know in the comments. I saw this last night. I almost went live, but I was so busy, and there's times I just can't go live. There's just times I can't go live. I have family, so is this the first time you're seeing it? Let me know. Please like the video. Please. I don't think too many people are talking about this. And if, and people have talked about it yesterday. People could have talked about it yesterday. Hi. So is this the first time you guys are seeing this statement that the 911 call came in and the girl did call the police? So that's even more. Shouldn't we have found out? Hold on, I'm trying to pin this. Shouldn't we have found out from the police that they had a call come in from the beginning? Why are we just now hearing about this week 4? Okay, cool. Hold on. What is this thing doing? Pin it. Will it pin it? Okay, I'm trying to pin this message. Like the videos you guys come in. Like the videos you guys come in. Like the video as you guys come in. Okay, let's see. Is it going to pin my message, your message? Okay, pin my message. This is the first time I was seeing it. So we're going to do a general update in regards to what they're stating. Okay, so last night, let me show y'all another clip. And I think that was the other clip that they were stating that someone drove past several times. Hold on. Yeah, and then a man drove past Nancy's house 100 times. What? Oh. So the cameras didn't catch that either? Oh my gosh. Okay. And then I'm just giving y'all a general update. Last night, there was a guy that was detained. So let me bring y'all some news while I gather myself, because I'm shocked about a lot of stuff right now. Like the videos y'all come in, please, and thank you. Poor Nancy.
Savannah Guthrie was taken from her home in the middle of the night. The police and FBI continue to comb through thousands of tips to find the 84-year-old mother and grandmother. News Nation national correspondent Mills Hayes joins us live outside of Nancy Guthrie's home in Tucson, Arizona. And Mills, we know that the FBI is now making a change in where these agents are working. How so?
That's right. Good morning to you, Marky. It is now day 27 of the search for Nancy Guthrie. She has not been seen in nearly a month, and it appears that the crime scene investigation at her home is wrapping up, with the FBI shifting some of its resources back to Phoenix. And News Nation cameras that captured a man putting up surveillance cameras outside of the home as the Pima County Sheriff's Office blocked off the entrance yesterday. Another man was seen grabbing mail from the front porch and loading up a car with boxes. The Pima County Sheriff's Office tells me that they're also aware of a new Ring camera video reportedly from this house showing about a dozen cars in the early morning hours the day Nancy Guthrie was taken. The house is about 2.5 miles away, just outside the radius that authorities initially sought for video. Meanwhile, the FBI is reducing the number of agents in Tucson and moving their command post to the field office in Phoenix, according to multiple reports. A former FBI agent told me that this is normal and that investigators can do the same work remotely as they are doing on site. He also tells me, despite no new information from law enforcement, the case is not cold.
Normally, a case becomes cold when all logical investigative avenues have been pursued and have either come to a dead end, or there's evidence that they can't trace any further. Now, a case like this, where the woman is missing in these circumstances, that could be a very long time. It could be a year or more before an agency declares it cold and pulls their personnel off of it.
The FBI is reportedly ready to release Nancy Guthrie's house to her family. She was last seen January 31st, and surveillance video shows a masked man at her front door and ripping her doorbell camera off on the wall on February 1st. Now, there have been tens of thousands of tips in this case, with about 1,500 coming in after the family announced a $1 million reward this past week. And Savannah Guthrie even saying that she's aware that her mom may already be in heaven at this point, Marky.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below.
And are y'all surprised? Are you surprised that she's saying whether she has come to? I can't say it. I can't say that she's no longer here. I'm praying for a safe recovery, period. That's her daughter. She can say whatever she wants.
After Nancy Guthrie went missing, investigators still combing through surveillance footage in the area around her house. Yesterday, this new Ring camera video emerging, obtained by Fox News Digital, showing a car driving down a street around 2:30 a.m. the night Nancy was taken. The street about 2.5 miles from her home, just outside that 2-mile perimeter where investigators had asked neighbors for any video they might have to help the case. The sheriff department saying they're aware of the car video. Authorities trying to piece together the puzzle of what happened to Nancy and answer the many questions that still remain, many of them on the minds of Savannah's loyal viewers who have flooded us with questions since Nancy went missing. One of the biggest, how did the suspect get into Nancy's home? We've asked the sheriff that several times.
Facts.
It's one of the things he just won't answer.
Facts.
How do you think the suspect got into the home? Was the door unlocked? Did they have a key?
So I'm not
We've been wondering that same thing. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Please hit the like button. Double tap the screen to get the likes up. Double tap the screen to get the likes up. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope all is well. Thanks for being here.
Going to go into whether that's forced entry, not forced entry, or my suspicions.
The sheriff also won't say if any blood was found inside the house, where the unknown mixed DNA was found at the property, or what other evidence they've sent out for testing, and if anything other than Nancy was taken from the home.
When you're transparent, it doesn't mean you just open your whole investigation up.
As for the current state of the case, one of you asked, what does it mean that the home is being given back to the Guthrie family? Former FBI Special Agent Brianna Fox says it's a standard part of the investigative process.
They feel like they've exhausted it in terms of every single piece of DNA, every single fiber, every single video camera.
Another question, do they have any credible new leads? Authorities haven't said, but since that emotional video from Savannah announcing a $1 million reward for information that leads to finding Nancy,
Someone out there knows something.
hundreds of new tips have flooded in, authorities still going through them. As everyone continues to search for answers, there have been overwhelming messages of support from viewers and Nancy's community, everyone hoping Savannah's plea will be answered.
Help us bring our beloved mom home.
And another question that we've got is about staffing. What we know is that there are still scores of agents that are working this case, many of them boots on the ground here in Tucson. But a senior law enforcement official tells NBC News that they're also now centering some of them out of the FBI field office in Phoenix. This by no means suggests that they are giving up on this case. They say this is just where their investigators can best hunker down, analyze intel, go over all of that evidence, including the thousands of hours of video footage. An FBI official says that they have to watch every single piece of video in real time. Guys.
Yeah, Liz, thank you. I mean, thanks so much. I mean, that car, at least there's another little piece of the puzzle. But
it makes you wonder what the FBI can do. You know, one of those cars, there was multiple. Sure. It was around 2:30 in the morning. Yeah. That's certainly suspicious.
But I think you also made a good point with the announcement of that reward. Maybe that did encourage some folks to go back and look at video they may have or something that seemed a little off. Maybe that will encourage more people.
Do you guys ever sit here and think, I was just sitting here just in the middle of that piece thinking, I cannot believe it's been almost a month since she's been gone, sitting right here in this seat. And we just hope and pray that, well, keep the prayers coming. And we hope Savannah comes back soon, too. If you guys have any more information, anything that you think could be helpful, please call this tip line 1-800-CALL-FBI.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Like the video, like the video. Fair use reaction clip. Like the video as you guys come in. Are you guys surprised that we're just now hearing that allegedly several cars have drove past? Are y'all surprised that we're just now hearing that allegedly a woman saw a woman struggling? Hold on one second. Like the videos, y'all come in.
Nearing 1 month since she vanished. Investigators are turning the property now back over to the Guthrie family. We've also learned, and this could be very big, a potential new piece of evidence from a nearby house that could offer a lead. News Mills Hayes is outside of the Guthrie home with the very latest on that this morning. Mills.
Hi, Marty. That new video that you mentioned, we'll get to that, but the Pima County Sheriff's Office says that they are aware of that. Now, it has been nearly 1 month since Nancy Guthrie was last seen, and the crime scene investigation at her home appears to be wrapping up. The FBI actually shifting resources back to Phoenix, where they'll be working the case from there. And yesterday, News Nation cameras did capture a man putting a surveillance camera outside of the home as the Pima County Sheriff's Office blocked off the entrance. Another man was seen grabbing mail from the front porch and loading a car up with boxes. And the Pima County Sheriff's Office tells me that they are aware of that new Ring camera video reportedly from this house showing about a dozen cars drive by in the early morning hours the day that Nancy Guthrie was taken. The house is about 2.5 miles away, just outside the radius that authorities initially sought for video from neighbors nearby. And meanwhile, the FBI is reducing the number of agents in Tucson and moving their command post to the field office in Phoenix, according to multiple reports. A former FBI agent told me that investigators aren't giving up. This is normal, and investigators can do the same work remotely as they are doing on site once most of the evidence is collected and neighborhood is canvassed. He also tells me, despite no new information from law enforcement, the case is not cold.
I think the public also has to understand that the lack of information flowing from law enforcement doesn't mean that this case isn't being worked feverishly behind the scenes. You can't release information that would compromise the case. So I think the public still has to be confident that it's being worked, but naturally after 30 days, people are going to start wondering whether this case has gone cold or not.
The FBI is reportedly preparing to turn Nancy Guthrie's home over to the family. Nancy was last seen January 31st, and surveillance video shows a masked man at her front door ripping her doorbell camera off the wall on February 1st. And there have been tens of thousands of tips in this case, but no suspect has been named. And about 1,500 tips came in after the family announced that $1 million reward this past week. Savannah Guthrie even acknowledging that her mom may be in heaven at this point, and also saying that there is still need for more information and for people with that information to come forward, Marty.
Yeah. All right, Mills, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now.
Like I said, if you guys are just now coming in, a surprising thing I saw was regards to, hold on one second. Yes, I have it covered up. Allegedly, a person saw, this is what it's basically stating, chilling. A 911 caller reports seeing a woman hanging out of a car window, screaming the night Nancy went missing. That's all concerning to me. Okay, so we're just doing hot topics, trending topics. We're going to get to some Cash Patel. We're doing some hot topics, trending topics. Nene said that's not her man.
This picture floating all around with me and this man on it. Why? That's so not necessary. Listen, most people know that I was married for a really, really long time, married to Greg Leaks. After Greg's passing, I started dating somebody that I really hoped that the relationship was going to work out. And right now, we're like on a break, okay? And we have taken multiple breaks. And so I said to myself in this dating thing, because I've never dated my entire life. I've always been like in a relationship and never really had the opportunity to even date in my life. And so I said to myself, you know what? I really want to date with intention. I really want to give it like a real shot and date with intention, find my life partner, and go somewhere and sit down, you know? So men tend to date multiple women all the time, 2 and 3 women at a time. So it's not my thing, it's not something that I like, but because I want to date with intention, I thought, let me try it anyway. So I simply went on a date. I'm not in a relationship with anybody. And I really hate that y'all had this man picture thrown all around online. Now y'all pulling up this man's past. It's just messed up. I was trying to be in my sophomore era. Damn, now I got to turn back to a tomboy. I just wanted to date with intention. And he's a nice guy. We went out, we had fun. I don't know what the future holds. We were not kissing as they have it, you're kissing. We pecked. Okay, there's a difference between kissing and pecking. We just pecked. We were drinking, just having fun and laughing and taking pictures with friends. We had no idea that some of our little friend circle would send a video over to the blogs and have us all out here like this today. I'm dating, okay, with intention. If you guys know somebody I should date, let me know. Send me an email. My email is up on my Instagram. They have to be at the same level or higher. Same level or higher. Yes, we must. I mean, so that's a part of me dating with intention. That's it. Like, I really hate that. Hey, Arthur, he's a nice guy. Hi, Yanni, he's a nice guy. I'm just dating. Men do it all the time. They date multiple people. So it's time for me to start dating and stop waiting on one person to get it together. So that's it. Leave that man alone. That's a nice man over there. Leave him alone. His past is his past. We all got past. You know? I mean, we do, you guys. Any questions? There's a knock at the door. Any questions? Let me see. There's so many questions on here. Oh my God. Yeah, I hate when people do that, like making that man feel some kind of way. He's a great guy. And that man, that stuff was never even real, what happened. I mean, he'll tell you his own story. I can't tell it for him.
So, unfortunately, it seems like one of the friend groups sent out the pictures of them hanging out with people, I guess. So there's Nene. Like I said, we're just doing hot topics, trending topics.
Why do you all have...
Like the videos, you guys come in. There was something else I wanted to show y'all. Yep. Okay, right here. Hold on one second.
Being Donald Trump right now.
Well, other than the fact I'm married, okay,
Right.
and I'm very happily married. I have a great wife. But if I weren't married, I'd be able to get all of the girls I want,
all the girls,
possibly Robin.
Do you think you could now be banging 24-year-olds?
Oh, absolutely. I have no trouble.
Would you do it?
I have no problem.
Yeah. Do you have an age limit, or would you?
No.
So I'm not going to play the rest of that. Y'all could go over there and look at that from that location. Go over there, look at it later after my video. Watch what he says. So concerning. We're just doing hot topics, trending topics. We're going to go right back to Cash Patel. He's trending. Oh, we're going to talk about this too for a second. Okay. Kim Kardashian and Ray J stuff. I've been wanting to do a video, meaning to do a video. I've been so busy covering the Nancy, Cash Patel. I really haven't had time in regards to Ray J and Kim Kardashian. So, Ray J mocks Kim Kardashian lawyer dreams in the legal filing, saying she hasn't passed the bar. So, I told y'all a while ago, Kim was blaming Kanye for her stress for not passing the bar. Kim was blaming ChatGPT. She blamed Kanye. She blamed ChatGPT. She blamed the psychics. Now she blaming Ray J. If anything, it is up to her to pass that bar. It is up to her to study. It is up to her to figure that out. If there is a moral situation, are they going to let her go through? We've heard the different stuff she's had going on. How can she blame everybody else and not take accountability for herself? Every month she blaming somebody to trend. Every month. It was Kanye, the stress in regards to Kanye. You married that man. You have children with that man. You knew who Kanye was prior to marrying him. You knew what he had going on. We saw his actions with Amber Rose. He was kind of cool with the young black girl he was dating. He wasn't too outlandish with her. He seemed kind of cool and laid back with the black girl he was dating. But in regards to Amber Rose, you saw what he was doing with regards to Amber Rose. So you don't think that's going to be that times 10 because y'all like to trend. They like to go viral. So let's just do a general update. Ray J had comments about the Kardashians about 2 months ago, 3 months ago. And he made comments in regards to his live stream. What he said in regards to that live stream, I can't confirm or deny. I don't know if anybody's looking at the Kardashians. I don't know. But the Kardashians filed a defamation lawsuit against Ray J. And then Ray J turned around and sued them. So you got to realize they were talking about Ray J on their show. They need to stop playing in people's faces. Y'all was talking about this man on y'all show. And then remember how Ray J said, I'm going live, Kim. I'm going live, Chris. It's up. Remember that? And then she's sitting on the floor making comments about Ray. Ray shows us the messages. Kim telling Ray J, it's not that bad. What we talked about you regarding the show. This is the thing I will say about Kim and Ray J. They love to try to go viral. Ray J got health concerns. It is up to the judge at this point to find out what the documents Ray J have is factual. The documents Kim have, or what she has, is factual. Ray J's the one that's always tried to show us documents in regards to communication, in regards to emails, in regards to decisions that were made. It is now up to a judge. Prayers for Ray J. He got health concerns. So I said last weekend, was it Thursday, Friday? Kim wants to trend with Ray J. Ray J's been trending in regards to being on stage, in regards to his health. Ray J's been trending in regards to him and Princess Love. Ray J been trending this week in regards to his girlfriend. His girlfriend said he was feeling away. She allegedly said she made contact. I got to be careful what I say. She did a post, and we talked about this yesterday. I think I either did a short or I talked about it. I did a short regarding the girl he's dating now. The girl said he's been so stressed out with all this Kardashian stuff. He's also been stressed out regards to his health. So Ray J's going through it. So then for the Kardashians to put up a post in regards to if Kim's ever going to be a lawyer because of the stuff she has going on with Ray J, she didn't even have to say that. But you guys have to understand, many people have been talking about the Kardashians over the last 2 weeks. So go look it up. Many people have been talking about the Kardashians over the last 2 weeks. So then they try and switch it and try and trend with Ray J. We even talked about them last week. So there's that. Candace Owens talked about the Kardashians about 2 months ago. So then they wanted to trend with Britney. So that's the thing. The Kardashians have an ability to be in the media and use different sites and people to try and trend about something else. Ray J, if he's not well, the Kardashians shouldn't be talking right now. Whatever situation happens in regards to the judge is going to make decisions. If there even is going to be a fair situation in regards to Ray J. If he has health concerns, why are the Kardashians focusing on that and Kim? Ray J was trending about his own stuff. And then it was Kim and Chris saying, oh, whether Kim is going to be able to pass the bar. Yeah. And that's the biggest thing. The Kardashians have a lot of different lawsuits that they've dealt with over the last 5-6 years. The Kardashians have alleged different allegations against them. That might be the reason why ethically, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Any lawyers help out? If she is to pass, ethically, they might look at what she's been a part of. So then I did another post. There's so much going on with Ray J. I'm just trying to update y'all on everything. Ray J did another post earlier this week talking about how he feels about trying to take down a person. He's like, I got kids too. Basically saying my legacy matters to my children too. Did Ray J hit? Oh yeah, the song. Okay, yep, the song. But you got to remember, Kanye made a decision to date her. Ray J made a decision to date her. This is the biggest thing. I'm surprised. I am surprised. People keep rewarding the bad behavior of these celebrities. I'll just say of the celebrities. It's so concerning of what they want to trend for, what they want to go viral for. Are they role models? Yes or no? People are side-eyeing celebrities. People are side-eyeing celebrities. We realize there's a lot of stuff going on with Ray. There's a lot of stuff going on with Ray. He had even said that Brandy is helping him regarding his bills. It looks like he started to live stream again. The girl he was dating, she was crying last month. This month, she was saying he was living with her for a little while just to kind of get some peace. And then they had a situation. And the Popos was at Ray J house this week. A lot's going on. Ray J needs to chill and take a beat. And what does chill, take a beat mean? Stay off social media, focus on yourself and your children. And it don't seem like he knows how to do that. The good thing is he do have a lot of family members. He has other people that are around him. But we've heard Ray J has struggled in regards to health concerns before. We've heard that before. Yes, he needs to stay sober, be sober, and stay away from the stuff. But we understand Ray J likes to trend. He likes to go viral. So does the Kardashians. Every week, the Kardashians want to post about something. And then utilizing, and they want North to grow up really fast. The Kardashians want North to grow up so fast. They want to take the momentum, and they want to utilize and post. And right now, they're saying North is homeschooling. But then Kim is saying, oh, she's coming out with this, and she's coming out with this, and she's coming out with this. Not a lot of conversation about schooling, education, other than her stating she's teaching her business type stuff at the house. We get that. But she needs to be around kids her own age. She needs to be around children her own age. Kim has said stuff, people have talked about it. Kanye has said stuff, people talked about it. It's probably not easy for North to be the child of these two individuals, Kanye and Kim. Look at how Kanye has his wife dressing. Look at the outfits that she's been wearing over the last 2 years. And this is the other thing I've talked about. Go back and look at Bianca's outfits over the last 2 years. Do it not seem like allege, y'all hear me? Do it not seem like Kim's recent brand deal she had is somewhat similar, allege, to Bianca's outfits? Kim liked to look at who Kanye's dated. There was a video I was supposed to do 2 months ago. I didn't do it. There was been too much other stuff that I needed to do. But yeah, these Kardashians are something else. Well wishes to Ray J. You're going to have to figure it out, and a judge is going to have to make a decision. And hopefully, if they do go to a court, a judge or jury is going to have to decide what Ray J is saying, if it's factual, what Kim is saying, is it factual? Who knows? But it's a hot, hot mess. These two dated, and look at the situation and how are brands, that's the other thing. If that is what it is, how are brands attaching themselves? Because that's how the Kardashians, if they stay within media, brands think about, oh, they're trending. They're constantly trending. What that's going to do for that company in regards to them trending. A lot is going on in regards to, let's take a beat. A lot's going on with Ray J. So concerning. A lot's going on with Kanye. Kanye's in court right now in regards to how he treated his employees and what the employee was supposed to do, and the employee getting paid, not getting paid. Kanye using alleged Kim Kardashian's car to go get some tools to update things in his house. Then he got distracted, not getting the tools. So Kanye's in court right now. Ray J concerning, Kanye's concerning, Lamar Odom concerning, just getting out of a situation for Lamar. Who else? Scott Disick. There's information, stuff that's trending about Scott. Really didn't go into it, but that's interesting. Tristan has kind of taken a back seat. But yeah, there's a lot going on. The unhealthy relationships are oozing. Yeah, God bless everyone. Because this whole situation is a hot mess. How they got together, how they got their start. Kim wants to trend and wants to go viral. So leave it to a judge, jury. And hopefully, if there's a judge, jury, hopefully they get a fair judge and jury. Because guess what? Ray J has a lot of documents. He does.
These young women too.
He good at receipt keeping.
Who, if anyone, did Epstein traffic these young women too, besides himself?
Himself. There is no credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
In the files?
In the case file.
So I can't confirm or deny if that's true or false. Kash Patel has been trending in regards to his ways. So we're about to get in some more clips in regards to Kash Patel. We talked about Kash Patel a lot yesterday. I'm wondering if I'm going to get in trouble for that word. Hold on. Like the videos, y'all come in. Like the videos, y'all come in. Like the video. I don't know if I can cover it up. Sometimes you got to be cautious about certain words. Let me see if I can cover it up with something. I don't care. Like the videos, y'all come in. Like it, like it, like it. As I do this, I'm going to try and play this clip. Yeah, people are talking about Kash.
These things should hit like atomic bomb.
You're watching The Legal Breakdown. Glenn, we have a bloodbath at the FBI at the hands of Kash Patel. Can you explain what he just did at the FBI?
You know, Brian, these things should hit like atomic bombs when we hear that 10 FBI employees, including special agents, were just terminated, just fired by Kash Patel. Why? Because they were involved in legitimate law enforcement investigations of crimes allegedly committed by Donald Trump and other co-conspirators. And what did they have the nerve to do? According to the reporting, they used lawful subpoenas to acquire
to other
phone
individuals.
record information from private citizens. Who were those private citizens? Kash Patel and Susie Wiles. This was in the 2022-2023 time frame. I don't know what Susie Wiles was doing. Kash Patel was a podcaster, and because there was reason to subpoena their cell phone records in connection with the classified documents investigation down in Mar-a-Lago, Kash Patel retaliates against them and, I suspect, unlawfully terminates them. 10 employees. Brian, you know, this should hit like an 11 on the governmental corruption Richter scale with an FBI agent retaliating like this. And yet, in Donald Trump's administration, it's just another day of lawlessness. But, you know, I can only hope that these 10 FBI agents and employees come forward, talk about their experiences, talk about what they know without violating their oath of confidentiality in any respect, and then sue the pants off of Kash Patel for wrongful termination if they determine the facts support those lawsuits.
Look, I understand the virtue of suing the federal government, but it's not like Kash Patel is going to be personally liable for any of this. And in fact, if they sue the federal government in a wrongful termination suit for damages, then it's just our taxpayer dollars that pay for Kash Patel's abuse of his position. And so doesn't that seem unfair that really the people who are going to shoulder all of the burden is the employees of the FBI who got fired for doing their job without fear or favor, and American taxpayers like you and me and everybody watching this who have to pay for the fact that Kash Patel decided to abuse his position?
Yeah, unfair is probably the most generous characterization. But here's the thing, Brian, let's not forget. People said the same thing about E. Jean Carroll. When Donald Trump, as president, in a press conference, defamed, lied about E. Jean Carroll, who had made allegations against him, you know, people said, well, it's just the president can't be sued. That's just part of his official duties. He's talking at a press conference. And if E. Jean Carroll had accepted that, she would not have won the enormous money judgments she did. Why? Yeah. Well, because she leaned into it. She made an argument to the judge that, wait a minute, lying about and defaming someone who has made allegations against you is actually not within the scope of the official duties of a president of the United States. And she whooped Donald Trump in court. Guess what? I would take the same position here. Wrongfully terminating FBI agents who used lawful subpoenas, Kash, to get your cell phone records as part of a criminal investigation into, among other things, espionage charges that were ultimately indicted against Donald Trump. Firing those people in retaliation is not part of the official duties of an FBI director. In fact, it is beyond the official duties. So listen, it's not going to be easy. Fighting for your rights in court is never easy. And yes, Brian, you're right. All of this is on our dime. The American taxpayers will pay for all of the court proceedings, mounted by DOJ to try to defeat suits brought by these wrongfully terminated FBI agents and employees. But nobody said it was going to be easy, fun, cheap, cost-effective. But damn, it's got to be done.
Like the video, fair use reaction clip. Please hit the subscribe button as you guys come in. Please hit the subscribe button as you come in.
Idea of any legal exposure that Kash Patel shoulders personally. But first, a request for those who are watching right now. If you enjoy our coverage and want to support our work, it doesn't cost anything to do so, but all we would ask is that you subscribe to our channels. Again, it's completely free, but a great way to support us and independent media. So I'm going to put the links to both of our channels in the post description of this video. If you're not yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. So Glenn, again, on this idea of personal legal liability shouldered by Kash Patel, can you talk about that, whether you think that in the aftermath of his tenure as FBI director, he might actually be a good target for these ousted FBI agents, former FBI agents, to go and sue?
Listen, I'm not going to overstate the likelihood of success. I admit it's tough to successfully sue government officials. And I think what that has done, it's created a culture where government officials feel like they're above the law, whether criminally or civilly. So they continue to engage in misconduct, in corruption, and in outright criminal activity. And they violate the constitutional rights of the American people. So no, it's not going to be an easy lawsuit to win. But, these are the lawsuits that have to be brought to try to deter our high government officials from engaging in this kind of misconduct with impunity or perceived impunity. But, the prospects of a successful suit, Brian, when I read the reporting and Kash Patel was kind of prattling on about, this is outrageous that they got our cell phone records. And I would ask him the damn question. If your cell phone records were relevant to a criminal investigation of Donald Trump and Walt Nauta and Carlos D. Oliveira, those are Donald Trump's formerly indicted criminal co-conspirators who were hiding classified documents from the FBI when they were down there executing search warrants, or when a grand jury was subpoenaing those documents. Those are his co-conspirators, his charged co-conspirators back then. If your cell phone records, Kash or Susie, are relevant to that investigation, and we use subpoenas every dang day in jurisdictions all across the country to obtain cell phone records in furtherance of criminal investigations, because in the future you ended up FBI director and Susie ended up chief of staff, was the FBI supposed to sort of look into the future and predict that this might hack you off? So maybe we should forego that important investigative step. Kash Patel's argument here in support of his termination of these people is effing laughable, right? It wouldn't persuade a third grader, never mind a federal judge who is going to have to, resolve these issues if these FBI agents bring a wrongful termination lawsuit. So, the prospect of success going to be challenging, I admit. But you know what? If we don't begin to lean into the difficult legal proceedings, whether civil or criminal, guess what? We're just turning it all over to the criminal cabal that is the Trump administration.
Glenn, I want to get your opinion here, and this is something that you'd be able to speak about uniquely because of more than 2 decades working at the U.S. Attorney's Office in Washington, D.C. Within these offices, clearly these prosecutors, these FBI agents, have built a rapport with their colleagues. And so when you see groups of people get fired for doing their jobs, and everybody knows they were doing their jobs because this was an investigation that was opened, and so these people weren't able to say, no, I'm not going to do my job and look into these people for whom there was clearly enough evidence to even get them indicted or wrapped up in this investigation. What does that do to the FBI agents who remain? What does that do to morale? What does that do to the likelihood of these FBI agents to continue working with the same vigor and enthusiasm for an FBI director who is gutting their department for the most unfair reasons you can imagine?
It kills morale. And here's the thing, Brian. If you're assigned a case to investigate, whether you're an FBI agent or you're investigating in the grand jury as a federal prosecutor in conjunction with the FBI, because we, federal prosecutors, are teamed up with FBI agents to conduct investigations. Now, they're the ones going out into the street and, interviewing people at the FBI headquarters, but then they bring those witnesses to us, and together.
Hello. Good afternoon. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for being here. Press 1 if you're new and where you're watching from. Press 1 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 2 if you've been here before, where you're watching from. Thanks for being here, everyone. Good afternoon.
The investigation in the grand jury by putting those witnesses before the grand jury to testify about what they know.
So there's a lot going on with Cash. So let's see what else
I want to have again is limited.
What else I want to talk about. Like the videos, you guys come in. Thanks for being here. Right now we're just doing rapid hot topics, trending topics. We just talked about Ray J and Kim. I just saw another post in regards to Ray J talking about Kim. Hold on one second. I'll show you guys. In regards to Ray J is saying, hold on one second. I got to find it. Like the videos, you guys come in. We're just doing rapid hot topics, trending topics. We just heard from Nene. She is dating. Her and the other guy have been going back and forth in regards to dating. Also, this is interesting. It is being reported that alleged Megyn Kelly stands with Candace in regards to Candace documentary. That's interesting. Candace has been trending in regards to what she's been talking about, regards to Erica and Charlie. So that's interesting. And in regards to, let's go Kim and, let's see. This I might do a short in regards to, I don't know if you guys saw this. Diddy's ex-girlfriend Gina is speaking out. Diddy's ex-girlfriend Gina is now speaking out. Remember, allegedly, Gina was supposed to be one of the ones that was supposed to allegedly testify, and she went MIA. And she did it she did an interview with Tasha K. She had a lot to say about Diddy. So then, of course, when the jury started deliberating, that's when we spotted Gina out and about shopping. So there's that. Gina and Diddy. That's interesting. Okay, here's the post. So Ray J claps back at Kim, and he's basically saying, well, dang, Ray J says he didn't, ruin Kim Kardashian dreams of becoming a lawyer because she hasn't even passed the bar. It's up to her to pass it. She just started talking about Ray J over the last, 6 months? Kim's been trying to pass the bar for a year? So how does Ray J have anything to do with it? I told y'all, Kim continues to blame others. She blamed Kanye, then she blamed ChatGPT, then she blamed the psychic, now she's blaming Ray J. Kim likes to trend, and she'll utilize people to trend. So there's that. Okay, everyone, I was live 4 hours yesterday. Today, I think I'm going to cut it short. There's people in here, not in here. This is not my normal time. I almost went live at 6 or 7 this morning. It would have been an amazing live, but I had some things I had to do, and then I fell asleep. And I'm just now coming back from an amazing breakfast. So, had a good time. So, I think I'm going to, the numbers are numbering like they were yesterday, and I get it because I'm live in the afternoon. But I still have some stuff I have to do. I have some stuff I have to do. So I appreciate everyone for being here. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only. If you're just not coming in, we did see a few things that we were shocked about. It's being reported that if you're just not coming in, there was allegedly a person that drove. Hold on. There's a person that drove 100 times near Nancy's home, and I think there was a guy that was detained yesterday. Let me see. I'm gonna show you this too because I was surprised last night. Allegedly, if you're just not coming in, allegedly a 911 call reported seeing a woman hanging out of a car window. That's the first time I heard that last night. So prayers go out to Nancy for a safe return home. Talk. We've heard that Savannah has spoke out. There's a new reward that's out there of $1 million. The family is supposed to be given the home back. It looks as if they might have possibly put up more cameras because, of course, remember the other cameras were taken down. And then there was a man detained last night. So a lot happened last night as well. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for being here. So have a great day, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. I might go live early tomorrow, 9:10 maybe. If I don't go live tomorrow, 9:10, I might go live Sunday. So it just depends on what's going on with the fam. So I might go live tomorrow, 9:10 or 11, or I'll go live 9:10 or 11 on Sunday. It just depends. So have a great day, everyone. Be blessed. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm going to enjoy. Bye.